So if you're looking to get into the live entertainment industry and you really don't know where to begin, I have a helpful tip for you. Find your nearest community theater and see if you can volunteer your time with them. And if you feel like your skill set is good enough for pay, then see if you can reach out for a job or see if they have any positions open for a lighting designer or a carpenter or a stagehand. These are really good places to start your career. A few reasons why it's a good place to start your career. One is that community theaters are usually underfunded, under-resourced, and a lot of the times they really don't have a lot of the people or resources to help them put on a production, so they usually rely heavily on volunteer work. So if you reach out to them, you may end up getting some good work and some good experience out of it because a lot of the times they really need your help. A second reason why community theater is a really good option to kind of start your career in the live entertainment industry is that usually it's pretty low stakes. Now, of course, community theaters do have a budget, they do have timelines, and everyone wants the production to be as good as it can be, and you don't want to hinder anyone, but it's a place for you to kind of hone your craft and make a few mistakes along the way. You're in a really good environment and a good supportive environment, right? Community theater has always been a really good supportive environment, especially the theaters that I've worked in. And it's been a good place for me to hone my craft and, again, make the mistakes, find out what works, what doesn't work, and just kind of overall get better at what I do. And I don't really have to worry about wasting tons and tons of money. I just kind of have to really worry about staying on time and making sure that I'm delivering what I need to deliver on time. But, I'm not in a position where I'm, dealing with a couple $1,000s or $100,000 budget or major deadlines in order to make sure that this production's done. Community theater is just that place where you can really hone your craft. And again, whether that be set design, lighting design, costume design, direction, even acting, right? You have time to kind of really find out how good you are at this and if this is something that you really want to do. The third thing I'll say is relationships in community theater. The relationships that you build are probably some that will last you a lifetime, and some that will be extremely pivotal to your career. You may work with that one director, that one actor, or that one lighting designer who goes off and does some great thing, and they're like, hey, you know what? You really worked hard for me, and I'd like to pull you along for this. Or, you just have that good connection with them that may lead to a good job opportunity later on down the line. I got my start in community theater, and one of the theater companies that I used to work for, and I still work for, is Stage Center in Shreveport, Louisiana. And they have been extremely pivotal to my career and to my growth. The connections that I've made and the friendships that I've made because of Stage Center have been so important to me in my life and my growth. And I can never be thankful or grateful enough to them for giving me the opportunities. I was given the opportunities to design, and I would design lights, probably about, 5 to 9 shows a year. I was able to direct a couple shows and even perform. I used to want to be an actor, and I still kind of do. But those gave me moments of clarity and perspective on what it really meant to be in this industry and what I really wanted to do and how to chase it and kind of how to navigate it, right? Stage Center was a place that I could grow and learn and really hone my craft. And, again, I'm incredibly grateful. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'll continue to work for Stage Center probably until they close their doors or I die. And let's hope that neither of those happen anytime soon. So again, community theater is a place that I would start my career if I was starting off because of the three things, right? They needed my help, and there was plenty of opportunities to help. I was able to hone my craft, make the mistakes, learn, grow, saw what worked, saw what didn't work. And then the relationships that I gained from all those, again, have been so pivotal and so important to me in my life and my career growth. So if you want to get started in costume design, lighting design, scenic design, direction, production, acting, the whole works, that's a place to start because it entails all those things, right? So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to volunteer. Get in there, do the work, learn what you need to learn, and then hopefully move on to something bigger and better. Hopefully this was a good tip and gave you some good insight, right? And some good perspectives on where to start. So thank you for watching. Again, welcome to the industry, and you guys stay good out there and keep each other safe.